Everyone stand. Sullivan County Commission meeting is now in session. Will come to order pursuant to adjournment. Chairman John Goddard presides.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to the regular session of Sullivan County Commission, Thursday, May 15th, 2025. I invite you to remain standing through the pledge, but first our invocation by Commissioner Vanover.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Would you please bow your heads? Most gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for springtime, all the rain, all the new growth, new life. Thank you for the people in this room. Thank you for public servants like Mr. Henry Price, who we're here to honor tonight. So thank you for all the commissioners, their families. Please be with all of them. Help us tonight, guide us, give us wisdom, give us discernment, give us good judgment. In your holy Son's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Commissioner Vanover. To deliver our pledge of allegiance this evening is a gentleman that he frequents our meetings, and he's a U.S. Army veteran, and his name is Dominic Kosmauskas, and I invite you, sir, to deliver our pledge.
Mr. Chairman, it's an honor. Hand over your heart or military salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Kosmauskas. When the board opens, please record your presence. I wasn't judging, I was just waiting. Has every member recorded their presence? Madam Clerk.
15 present, 9 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We have a quorum. The May 2025 meeting of the Sullivan County Commission is in session. Thank you. Our first order of business is proclamations and recognitions. I'd like to invite Commissioner and Chairman Pro Tem of Sullivan County Commission from District 6, Zane Vanover, and Mayor Venable. I saw you here a second ago. If you could join Chairman Pro Tem in the well for proclamation. And if I could invite Henry Price and everyone that's here with him to join them in the well.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce Mr. Henry Price, Mrs. Henry Price. Hurley. I should have known that. Before I read the proclamation, I just want to say that I grew up in Bloomingdale, where Mr. Price was a constable for years and years. And I know one thing, if it wasn't for him, there'd be a lot of us young Bloomingdale boys that probably wouldn't be where we are right now. Henry was always one to, he would lay down the law, but instead of taking you to jail, sometimes he'd just take you on home. And I can't say how much I appreciate that, and in behalf of all the young folks that grew up in Bloomingdale, we really appreciate you. We really do. All right. Whereas Henry Price has worked as a peace officer in Sullivan County since Richard Nixon was president, having first been elected in 1970. Whereas in 2022, Price, then 80, was recognized by Governor Bill Lee as the longest serving constable in the state, perhaps the longest serving in Tennessee's history. And whereas Price's dedication to the community has made him a living legend, admired, respected, and well remembered by generations of Sullivan County residents. And whereas Price has been given notice he intends to resign from the 6th District Constable position he holds as of May 31st, 2025. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Sullivan County Commission hereby proclaims May 31st, 2025 to be celebrated as Constable Henry Price Day in recognition of the outstanding example Price has set in service to, leadership in, and protection of his community. We thank you, and may God continue to bless and protect you, your family, and the community you have in daily life. Thank you, Mr. Price. Let's you and Ms. Curley with our gratitude and our thanks from the Sullivan County Commission. Mr. Denver?
I'm probably one of the few people that have known Henry since 1970. He's always been a great supporter of Sullivan County, its government, and the people of Sullivan County. So, Henry, I'm just proud to be here with you tonight and celebrate your retirement.
Okay, can I have about a minute?
Yes, sir.
I have to say, in all the years that I've been working in Sullivan County, and I was over our association in the state of Tennessee, from Mountain City to Memphis, and there's not one commission that ever worked with constables the way they do in Sullivan County. I can recall 3 times that we called on them. No problem all 3 times. One of them was with a blue light ball that just about drove us crazy. And another one with, we had 2-year terms. And the commission fixed it where we could have 4-year terms, so we didn't have to run for office about half of that, 2 years. And I don't want to call the other one right now, but there was one more time that stuck out of my mind as I was sitting there. But I can tell you right now, the constables in Sullivan County has come a long ways with the help of the commission, and they don't take a back seat to nobody. We have good training. You always cooperated with us. Anybody gets out of line as far as constables do, all they have to do is tell one of us, and they don't last too long. I don't know of one that was reelected, but we appreciate what y'all do for us, and just cause I'm leaving this office, I'm still gonna be around. I'm gonna be working with them boys there.
Good.
And, but I appreciate what you did for me tonight. It really means a lot.
Thank you. Let's show them our appreciation. Thank you, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Next order, recognition of award winners in 2025 Earth Day Poster Contest sponsored jointly by Sullivan County Solid Waste and Sullivan County Schools. And I'd like to invite Mr. Corbett to come up. Angie as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And I'd also like to ask Mayor of Sullivan County, the Honorable Richard Vimble, to join in the well. We're gonna, that's what you get for showing up and trying not to be seen. We're gonna put you to work, sir. Our honor to have all of you here.
Thank you. Before we get into this, some exciting news for our new recycling plant. We finally got it up and running today as far as testing, and we put out our first bale of cardboard and our first bale of plastic. So that's some exciting news for us.
Yeah, put that on the website.
We'll do it. So big step for us here in Sullivan County, and we'll have this open up. Y'all should have got invitations for June 10th, 10 o'clock, for a ribbon cutting. We hope to see all of you there. This year, we're able to get back into schools with our recycling education programs. Thanks to Ms. Angie Gilmer here. And of course, we couldn't do this without Director Chuck Carter. He's a huge supporter of recycling programs in the schools and a huge supporter of us, allowing us back in the schools. Our first education outreach program centered on Earth Day. And the coloring pages were created in-house by our own artist, Miss Haley here. She's one of our employees, takes care of the Scale House, and she's a residential artist. So she developed the coloring pages for the elementary schools.
And she's a Westridge graduate.
And then the middle schools and high schools, they did posters and digital. So this time I'm going to turn it over to Miss Angie Gilmore. She's our recycling coordinator, and none of this would have been possible without her. And first I want to recognize, we do have a panel of judges. I'll recognize some of them. Zane Vanover, if you can come up. Commissioner Means is not here, and Commissioner Crossway. I'm going to turn this over to Miss Angie. She knows all the information that's kept this rolling.
You guys are exactly what I need. I was trying to figure out how I was going to navigate all of this, so I'm just going to put you right to work.
That's what they're there for.
All right, Commissioner Crosswhite, I'm going to ask you students, boards, Commissioner Vanover, you will hold our schools. So as Mark shared, this is a joint effort between Sullivan County Recycling in recognition to kick off of our recycling facility opening. We understand the success of recycling rests on education about recycling. Who better to turn to for education than Sullivan County's Department of Education? And again, we can't thank Dr. Chuck Carter for his allowing us to partner. So Sullivan County Schools is the doorkeeper, the gatekeeper to our future in Sullivan County. Sullivan County Solid Waste and Recycling also a gatekeeper to the future of Sullivan County. So both have a direct impact, and together we can make it a positive impact. The kickoff to the collaboration, as Mark shared, was the Earth Day poster contest for upperclassmen at each of the Sullivan County schools. The theme, Make Every Day Earth Day. Haley Barnett, Westridge graduate, employee of Sullivan County's Department of Solid Waste and Recycling. You'll get to see in a moment. She's a phenomenal artist, what she contributed to our poster contest. And as Mark also shared, Commissioner Vanover, Commissioner Crosswhite, Commissioner Means, along with Sherry DeVault, Marianne Hager, and Amber Torbett, served as judges to go out into the schools where we were greeting Amber. Very enthusiastically, it was Amber's school that had the winning elementary poster for the entire county. And as Mark shared, our high school and our middle school designed their own posters. Haley did the poster that served for the elementary students. Competition was stiff, and every winning entry truly was a top contender. But the overall countywide winners for our elementary, middle, and high school students are as follows. We have Emmy Lou Eaton. She's with us today from Indian Springs with her family. And you guys can display the poster that is the winning entry. You want to hold it up and show everybody what you did? Because it is really nice. Extra. Yeah. We've got big ideas coming. This was a pretty quick kickoff. So do we have any school representation here with Emmy Lou? I know this is a tight time of the year for everyone. I also want to invite our middle school honoree, which is Madison Bennett. Madison, if you will come up with your poster and show everyone your masterpiece. Everybody was different, and I will tell you, I believe I'm correct, it was the information, am I right, Commissioner Crosswhite, that was imparted in the poster. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
So I wanted to have something that was more visual, that would stand out to the students in our school, because I know I'm a visual learner, so I wanted something that, like, I thought using emojis or something like that would help them realize what the information was telling.
And you did a good job with your information. That's kind of what got it from us. You hit it from the angle that said, what is Earth Day? Do's and don'ts for recycling and how to make every day Earth Day. They nailed it. Dr. Nelson here as school representation. Thank you so much for coming out to support the students. Congratulations to your school. And then our high school entry was from Sullivan East High School. It was digital art, and they told us, you will not believe that a student actually did this. She showed us in real time a video of her actually designing it. She cannot be with us tonight. That is Miss Riley Hicks, because she is walking across the stage for graduation at Sullivan East High School tonight. So, So for all the student entries, we did, as part of our initial invitation into the schools, a survey so that the principals could tell us what was happening in the schools. The feedback that we got was really phenomenal to understand there's really exciting initiatives going on in our schools, not only with recycling, but with litter prevention, education, and beautification. All of this falls under the umbrella of Keep Tennessee Beautiful. You'll hear more about that later. But we decided that there were so many good things going on, very inspired to take this one more level, and this is for the Above and Beyond Environmental Stewardship Awards. Recipients are, and as I call your name, if you'll please come forward to accept the award. For our elementary school, it goes to Emmett Elementary, and it is, come on up guys, we have Mr. Stalka and Sherry Bacon. Thank y'all so much. This was awarded, each of these awards is unique. It's an acknowledgement of the efforts that are taking place in each school to better their community, to inspire their students, and to make a positive impact on Sullivan County's future. This was awarded because of their environmental stewardship champion, Miss Sherry Dakin, for her ability to think outside of the box and embrace the power of community partnership. And that's exactly what she embodied as she began to engage me in the opportunity for the recycling and the Earth Day poster contest at Ennis.
We have the winners come over so we can get a picture after.
Absolutely. Come on, winners. You guys get the honor wall over here.
Below the flag.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So for our middle school recipients, this went to Sullivan Heights Middle School. It is awarded for team efforts of their teacher leaders. As I call your name, if you're a representative for Sullivan Heights Middle, Miss Virginia Daugherty. We've been exchanging all these emails back and forth. And she also, one of the first things she said, this is a team effort, it's not just me. Those that were named was Derek McGee and Teresa Fass. Is that correct? Any other representation here from Sullivan Heights? Please come forward. Thank you. Dr. White. Dr. White, thank you so much for being here. I miss you back there. You see, and last but not least, the recipient for the high school award for the Above and Beyond Environmental Stewardship is Sullivan East High School, who again cannot be here tonight because of graduation, but this is in honor of Mr. Andy Hare and the Patriot Day of Service. This is one of several campus cleanups that he sponsors, beautification days, and one of several community service initiatives that are taking place in Sullivan East High School. So the recipient is Mr. Hare.
Mr. Glover and Mr. King.
King, come up.
Excellent.
Come up here.
Come in. All right.
I can't hear
All right, so thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Somebody back to pictures.
Amber, come on, let's go have a picture. Hey, come on.
I do want to say one thing in closing as I make my way for the photograph. This is a poster contest. It's such a little thing. But if you look around at everyone that's involved in this effort, this is students, teachers, administration, county officials. This is the community coming together to make a positive impact on the future of Sullivan County. Think about what big deals can do. All right, let's cross the line. Coming in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Before we move along, there is a public sign-in sheet over underneath the seal by the doors. It's broken down public comment by agenda and non-agenda related items. If you're wanting to speak on a specific agenda, there's a place for you to write down what agenda item it is you wish to speak on. So anyone who wishes to sign up for public comment, please feel free to do that. Next order, approval of meeting minutes for the month of April. Has everyone had an opportunity to read the minutes? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I have the non-agenda sheet if anybody wants to sign it.
I think we got the.
Okay. We're on the approval of meeting minutes. Entertain a motion on the minutes. Motion to approve the minutes by Commissioner Vanover, seconded by Commissioner Calton. Any discussion on the minutes? Without objection, when the board opens, please cast your vote on the minutes as printed. Has every member voted? Thanks, sir. Has every member voted? Any member wish to change their vote? Madam Clerk.
17 yes, 7 absent.
Having received the necessary majority of the votes cast, the minutes are approved. Next order, approval of notary publics. Madam Clerk, we have a list of notaries. And real quick, my name is on the list of notaries, so I'm going to have to abstain for cause, and that will reduce, since that's one name that disqualifies me from voting, so that will reduce the necessary majority to 12.
Dennis Richard Arnold, Sharon A. Brent, Brandon Byington, Brent Carrier, Brenda Chappell, Tanya K. Collins, Joel A. Compton, Patricia A. Cummings, Paula Davis, Sarah J. Ernst, Stephanie Everett, Amy E. Fortner, Melody Robin Fritz, John T. Gardner, Grayson Gaunt, Ethan Edward Gibson, Vicki S. Green, Brittany Lynn Grizzle, Tracy Laura Hamilton, Susan Ray Hammonds, Christy Herbert, Amanda D. Holden, Madeline Jean Holloway, Jen Houston, Kevin Jackson, Melissa D. Jacobs, Linda Gerard, Lisa Annette Lale, Ashley Lee, K. Jeff Lukey, Paul E. Lupu, Michelle W. Martindale, Ronald W. Matthews, Stephen Michael Miller, Evelyn Muse, Audrey W. Nelson, Sharon Cook Odell, Regina K. Patrick, Chris Allen Ragsdale, William Bennett Sanders IV, Katie Shipley, Rachel Slover, Tamara D. Stapleton, Chrissy Gale Sweeney, Wendy Marie Tanner, Jim R. Williams, Sarah E. Willis, Martha Cecil Worley, Cecile, that should be Cecile, Martha Cecile Worley, Laura Gale Yawns.
You've heard the list of notaries. Is there any discussion on the list of notaries? I've heard a request for a background check on the Gardner guy for some reason. Commissioner Aker.
On that Gardner guy, what's that T stand for? John T.
What does the T stand? The fourth.
Okay, I think we need to check that.
Okay. Thank you. And again, I am disqualified from voting. The necessary majority is 12. Without objection, when the board opens, please cast your vote on the notaries. Has every member voted? Any member wish to change their vote? Madam Clerk.
16 yes, 1 abstain, 7 absent.
Having received the necessary majority of the votes cast, the approval of notary publics is adopted. Without objection, next order is public comment on agenda-related items. We'll go into public comment on non-agenda-related items. Before I recognize you, I wish to read rules for public comment, and we'll go into recess for the purpose of public comment after that. Each speaker is requested to state their name and address for the clerk's electronic record. Though this is not question answer, clarifying questions may be permitted. No speaker can transfer or yield time to another speaker. Each speaker will be allotted 3 minutes uninterrupted and is asked to direct all comments to the chair of the body and not members. At the end of the 3 minutes, I will let you know and ask you to make your final statements. On agenda-related items, invite Cynthia Kessler.
I'm sorry, it's not an agenda item.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I signed in the wrong place.
Oh, you're fine. I can, if it's okay with you, I can transfer that over.
Thank you.
No. Is anyone here that wishes to address the commission on an agenda-related item? Without objection, we'll move to general public comment. Recognize Maureen Christie. Welcome.
Hi. Maureen Christie, 331 Warren Road, Pine Flats. Good evening. I had sent you all an email in regards to Bitcoin, and I'm saying not in Sullivan County. I'd like to read to you the email that I had sent you. So, at a recent ETC meeting in Washington County, Senior Advisor Governor Lee, the Senior Advisor to Governor Lee, John DeBerry, spoke on how we have all been Rip Van Winkle and have been asleep for 20 years. I would like us to be proactive so we know what to expect, to be educated so we can make an informed decision and say no to Bitcoin. Currently, Limestone has a Bitcoin mining operation owned by Grid, which employs 1 employee at the facility and uses upwards to 20% of the energy in Washington County. We are in a unique position living in Tennessee as we are the only state where the TVA is owned by the federal government. Tennessee has lax regulations and zoning laws on facilities such as this, which is something that I hope that we can move forward and change that here in Sullivan County. The facility in Limestone has been sued and is shutting down March 2026. People in Limestone didn't know this facility was being built. The commissioner stated Grid didn't follow the zoning rules and the construction site was done without a permit. Bitcoin has also been known to be involved in unscrupulous activities such as money laundering. The Bitcoin facility tried to get out of paying taxes totaling $75,000. What has transpired since Grid joined forces with CleanSpark, which is a company that is well-run, well-financed, and very profitable. They have fought other similar battles. CleanSpark has announced plans to build a 30-megawatt Bitcoin mine on 25 acres near Mountain City. People in Mountain City do not want this. Johnson City doesn't want it. So where will they try next if it fails these places? It could be here. Mountain City Co-op CEO Rodney Valcap, former employee of Brightridge, would provide power via the TVA. Brightridge is in the process of quietly buying 7 acres of land in the industrial area of Johnson City. The J.C. County Commissioners are voting this month to potentially change the zoning requirements for noise and perhaps make the zone area 1 to 2 industrial zone. Bitcoin received an interruptible rate. The company is mandated to buy 95% of the electricity from the TVA. If there is a power outage, then the TVA would go out to the power grid if electricity is available and purchase power at a premium, which would affect the rate of us, the customer. What does Bitcoin facility do to the local community? No employment for the community and little profit due to the owners are out of state. Preferential treatment during outages. Remember 2 years ago, 2 winters ago, the 15-minute outages that we all had to deal with? Well, that facility stayed running. Bitcoin may go, but another similarly mining company will take its place for cryptocurrency. It's not going to go away. There's Ripple, there's XRM, there's XLP. Typical plants use 75 megawatts of power, which can power upwards to 20,000 homes. The new facility will use much more wattage, which in comparison can power 100,000 homes. The exact size is not known.
That's your 3 minutes, ma'am. If you could wrap it up in the next few statements.
Sure. The biggest concern is the noise pollution. People in Limestone can't go outside on their porches. Animals are disappearing. The real estate values are dropping. Real estate agents are having a hard time selling property. And also there's imminent domain, that's a huge concern. Lastly, please keep open communication with our local electric companies. We need to stay on top of this and be upfront and proactive, and have dialogue with them to prevent this happening here. Thank you.
Thank you. Ken Taggart. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
I'd like to comment on the new tax increase.
If you could state your name and introduce yourself for the clerk's record. Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm Ken Taggart. I live at 5631 Fort Henry Drive. And the complaint I have with the new tax assessment is I don't remember getting any kind of a notice that we were going to have a tax increase. So, we could comment on it before it got approved or whatever. I have one property that went up 230%. 230%. Now, I think most of us understand that there's going to be increases with inflation and such. And in the past, we've had inflation increases, and I never showed up to complain about that. That's something that's going to happen. But 230% is not an inflationary increase. Even if you say that the inflation rate went up 2.5%, I know that's low, but that's what the federal government says that I get extra from my Social Security. If you apply that 4 times for the last 4 years since the last appraisal, that's 10%. How do we come up with 230? I've budgeted, because I'm on a fixed income now, for $100 a month, basically has been my tax charge. Now it's going to double. In 1 year, it's going to double. And I think this is very excessive. That's not the only problem. The problem is I just realized today that the rate is supposed to go down. I doubt seriously that the rate's going to go down 200%. And the rate hasn't been set yet. Why is that? If we're going to go there to appeal the tax appraisal, we should also know what the tax rate's going to be so we can discuss that at the same time. Are they going to have appeals for the tax rate also when it comes out? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And it sounds like the appraiser wasn't, or whoever set the tax rate and the appraiser weren't working together or aren't on the same page, that they couldn't set the tax rate at the same time they set the appraisals. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for being here, sir. Cynthia Kessler. Thank you for being with us. If you will, introduce yourself and give us your address for the clerk's electronic record.
I'm Cynthia Kessler, 624 Lakeside Dock Drive, Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm here tonight on behalf of my family's business, small business, which is principally located in Sullivan County, primarily in the Piney Flats area, but also in Bluntville and in the airport area. We own single-family homes for rental. This week we did our part in meeting with the tax assessor on our properties concerning the sharp increases in property revaluations. I'm here tonight to ask the Commission to do its part as it enters and works through the budget process to plan on reducing the tax rate so that the effective taxes that the citizens of Sullivan County pay will not rise through the revaluation process. Increases in tax rates are not counterintuitive. It's a direct cause and effect. Higher property taxes make housing less affordable. Homeowners will pay a greater portion of their take-home pay simply to maintain and to continue to own their houses for their families. Landlords like Kessler Properties will pass through increases in higher rents to their tenants. Businesses will pass through their higher property taxes to their customers. Failure to reduce the tax rate, the property tax rate in Sullivan County will inflict a self-inflicted wound on the county's economy and your competitiveness in the Tri-Cities. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Is there anyone else that didn't get the opportunity to sign up that wishes to address the commission under general public comment? Anyone else? Without objection, public comment is closed. We're back on our regular calendar. Next order, consideration of consent agenda items. On the consent agenda, we have items 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. Is there any discussion on the consent calendar as presented? Requires unanimous consent. If you're ready to vote, without objection, when the board opens, please cast your vote on the consent calendar. Has every member voted? Does any member wish to change their vote? Madam Clerk.
17 yes, 7 absent.
Having received unanimous consent, the consent calendar is approved. Next order, consideration of resolutions. Recognize Commissioner King on item number 1.
Thank you. This resolution is to approve increasing planning and zoning department's contracted services for engineering review of development plans. When a developer brings the plans in, those plans are sent to an engineer to review those before they are voted on and signed. And the planning and zoning put $5,000 last year into that for contracted services. And with the amount of plans that had came in, we're going to need $12,000 in order to pay for the services that's already been done. And what's going to come in, they think, in the future. So with that, they're asking for $12,000 more to pay for the engineering services, and this will come out of the general fund. But also, when last month when we met, they have brought forth and we approved some increases in the all the what they're charging for permits, and if that, when that goes through, that will cover the cost of this $12,000. So it's the permitting will go into the general fund, and then the general fund, this $12,000 will be taken out of the $12,000 out of the general fund to pay for this. So it there again, it's kind of a user fund, or user, you know, the people that's using it are the ones that are paying for it. So with that, waiver rules required. I'll move forward till next Thursday. Vote.
This is the commission meeting that we won't be here next Thursday.
I'm sorry. There's too much going on. let's vote on it. And I ask for everybody's approval on this. I think it's a good thing. We have to do it. You know, we gotta pay our bills, so we've gotta do that, so. All right, thanks.
You've heard the explanation on item number 1. The floor is open for discussion. Anyone seek recognition on item number 1?
My head.
Commissioner Glover.
What this $12,000 will do, it protects the county from any litigation if we don't have this in place. I have a problem with $12,000, especially after we passed that last week. But anyway, it needs to be funded, because if we don't put it in place and the engineers sign off on it, if we have a problem, then it puts the county into a maybe offset situation. So we need to back up plans to help us on that. And I'm in support of that.
Anyone else seek recognition? Sponsor moves waiver of rules requiring 16 votes for passage. When the board opens, please cast your vote on item number 1. Requires 16 votes for passage. Has every member voted? Any member wish to change their vote? Madam Clerk.
17 yes, 7 absent.
Having received the necessary majority of the votes cast, item 1 is approved. Next order, I think that takes us to item 10, is that correct? Recognize Commissioner Carr on item number 10.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to withdraw item number 10.
Sponsor moves to withdraw item number 10. That takes us to item 13. We're moving right along, folks. Without objection, recognize Commissioner Aker on item number 13.
Thank you, Chairman. As we spoke last week, we went ahead and brought this in on the work session because of the inspection that was taking place on Monday. The inspection has taken place, and as we've talked through in the building committee, there are some issues with it that need to be verified out. And so I'm going to take it off the waiver rules for first reading. There is some good positives going on with the landlord and working through some of those that may be in our favor. So we feel like we got a little time on this.
So you're
not in a rush, so just
move first reading. Sponsor moves first reading on item number 13. Without objection, recognize Commissioner King on item number 14.
Be honest with you, that's one of school budget. I know that, but I'm trying to, like I said, too much been going on. Anyway, this is the resolution that the school department brought to us to vote on, and this is, if you want to look through this, kind of usually not the general purpose fund for the school, and with that, we got a schedule that we're going to go by to bring this before the commission and have it voted on. So with that, and I'm not sure, Larry could tell us more exactly what that is, because before we got to put in for the the newspapers and all that to make sure that we've got everything right on it, so.
You've heard the explanation on item number 14. The floor is open for discussion. Recognize Commissioner Akers on item number 14. Anyone else seeks recognition, please press your button.
Larry, do we need to do waiver of rules and vote on this tonight?
You would have to do away with the rules and vote on. Of course, with the number here,
Yeah.
and Mr. Carter couldn't be here, as
Right.
it turns out, it might be best that we deferred this week.
But our next meeting's not until June.
Right.
But we've accepted it, because
We got
there are a couple
plenty of
things based on the financial act, we've accepted it, so we're okay.
Yes.
Yes, I want to make sure. Yeah. And I know Sam will speak, we all helped Dwight out, he's had a rough day back there, he's kind of beat up and everything. The school board brought us the budget in a much more timely fashion this year, and we really appreciated working through that. And as you can see down through there, it's very similar to the budget last year with $3 million increase in total expenditures. Half of that increase is to capital outlay, if you see 1.15 down there. And so, as you know, we're still getting money, the school system is, for the 3-year teacher state mandated pay raises. Then TISA, we actually got an extra $488,000, I believe. But yeah, we're going through it, so I just want to make sure we didn't have to vote on it tonight.
No.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so it's there for everybody's reading. Please ask questions. Like I said, Superintendent Carter and the school board, they're at East High tonight doing graduation, and so very excited for the school. But you know, any questions would probably be best regarded to either Larry or the school board.
Recognize Commissioner Jones.
You'll see at the bottom, the Budget Committee voted last night to send this to the full commission. There is no tax increase for the school board funding this year. And they're using money received from the state and out of their reserve account in order to balance the school budget. And we probably may have a call meeting to deal with this because of the timeliness. We have to do the advertising, but in order to get that in place in a timely manner, to pass the full budget. So, just making everybody aware. You got a copy last week on the work session, you got another copy tonight. So, shouldn't be any question about, I didn't know what was going on.
Recognize Commissioner King.
Got any more questions that anybody want to speak on?
Floor's open for discussion.
If not, we
Commissioner,
might want to vote on this tonight, so we'll be moving forward. And
Commissioner Vanover has before we make a motion, Commissioner Vanover has a.
Make sure we are in compliance with the regulations for budgets, and it has been accepted by the budget committee, so that's all we're required to do at this time, correct?
We're not asking that the tax rate be set tonight because we can't set it based on the information we don't know. We know about what it should be for this, and it won't be changing the amount of dollars that are coming in. We set those some time ago for current property taxes, so it can be deferred tonight because the notice we need to give out is we're setting the tax rate. That's not in play tonight, but at the same time, it'd be good if the school department be here to answer questions. I can answer some of the questions, well, so can Mr. King and other people, but it'd be best if the people that are using the budget and want to spend the budget are here to explain any questions. Since they were committed otherwise, it'd be well deferred.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Commissioner King.
with that said, just moving forward, and then, like I said, we got a schedule we'll have to go through and then bring it back, so.
You move first reading?
Yes.
Sponsor moves first reading on item number 14. Without objection, recognize Commissioner King on item number 15.
Let's roll it to
Sponsor moves first reading on item number 15. Without objection, that takes us to the end of our resolution calendar. Next order, announcements, and we've got a list. Commissioner Stidham.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a couple of meetings coming up in June and August, our full commission meetings that need to be rescheduled. Due to one, the 19th is a county holiday and the court will be closed. So we need to roll that. My motion is to reschedule that for Monday, June the 16th.
Okay, I'm going to recognize Commissioner Aker. You would speak on his.
Yes. Gary, I know we both be talking about this. As we looked at the calendar yesterday and budget to try to figure out our meetings, we need to probably go the following week and not back it up. Because at our work session, we will be able to, if everything goes well, be able to have our first reading of the budget. And then we've got to have 10 days to have that call meeting and advertise. And so what we're trying to look at are the dates. And so that way we can try not to have a third meeting in June.
Do it on the 26th, be the fourth Thursday?
I think that's, we were looking at John Osborne was trying to count on that last night, yeah. Yeah. Because that way we can try to get it all done without having a called meeting in June. We agree we got to move the meeting. That's where we were. Yeah.
I'd like to restate my motion. Our June 19th meeting be rescheduled to Thursday, June the 26th.
I second it.
6 p.m.
You offer that in the form of a formal motion. It's a proper motion, properly seconded by Commissioner Aker. Commissioner Jones, you have seeking recognition where you want to speak on this as well, something separate. Is there any discussion on this motion as presented? Can we put that on board? Do you require a roll call vote for that? If we can put that on the board, and the motion is to change the June meeting from the 19th due to a holiday to June 26th, Thursday at 6 o'clock, June 26th.
Can I just, and the reason being, on our work session, we may try to have 2 meetings to make everything, like have a work session, recess, have a call meeting for the budget, so we have that timeline, and that's why we work out here.
Also, Mr. Chairman, if you want to, we can go ahead and bring up the next one would be August the 21st meeting as GOP dinner. We need to reschedule that to Monday, August the 18th, 6 p.m. We just vote on both at the same.
Is there any objection to putting those together, or would you rather take them separately? Any objection to rolling them together? Without objection, we'll add August 18th.
21st meeting, move it to August 18th.
Move our 21st meeting of August to the 18th of August. At 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
When we get that on the board, we can look at it, make sure it's the way we want it. I know you're doing it right, Katie, just make sure we've got the dates right on. We threw a lot of information at you there really quick.
Mr. Chairman, while we have this dead time, if everyone looked on their desk, there's a invitation to our Memorial Day service ceremony that will be at the Veterans Park here in Bluntville.
Oh, this was a birthday card, Gary. That's my birthday Sunday.
Happy birthday, Earth.
Yeah, got my notary, got my birthday in. What's that? Oh, I hope not. Okay, the motion, move June 19th meeting, June 26th. Move August 21st meeting to August 18th. Does that look in order?
Yes.
Any discussion? Without objection, when the board opens, please cast your vote on the change of the meetings. And that would require 16 votes for passage. Has every member voted? Any member wish to change their vote? Madam Clerk.
17 yes, 7 absent.
Having received the necessary majority of the votes cast, the motion is approved, and we'll make sure we send out reminders for that. Recognize Commissioner Jones.
Okay, a couple of events coming up. This Tuesday, a lot of you know about the ride to Memorial Day in Washington, D.C. We will be hosting the ride. They left day before yesterday in California, the South Route. We have about 250 riders that will be coming off the interstate around 5 o'clock Tuesday, May 20th, and meeting at the BMS at Speedway. We'll be feeding them, then they'll go to motels, spend the night, and head out the next route. Anyone in the community that can come out, raise a flag as they come in. These are veterans coming across the country to go honor those that gave it all Memorial Day in Washington, D.C. And appreciate that. You can line the highway anywhere you want to. The other thing, on May 26th, also Memorial Day, we will be having the Kingsport Veterans Memorial Day meeting at 11 a.m. The Liberty Celebration Choir will be presenting some songs, and we'll have a laying of the wreath by the mayor of Kingsport and Sullivan County. There's also, and if you've never been to that, on Memorial Day, we do a cross that you can come up, and we'll give you the flags to place on that cross in remembrance of, in memorial or in remembrance of a friend, family member that may have died in action. That's what Memorial Day is about. We have Veterans Day later in the fall, but this is about those who gave it all. Thank you.
And if you've never had an opportunity to go to that at the park, I highly encourage you to. And the park came by way of a lot of legwork that Commissioner Jones did in his role with TC Mac, and that park is there largely because of work that Commissioner Jones had done. But there was a lot of people, but you did a lot. That's not unnoticed. Anyone else seek recognition? I'm looking right by. Mayor of Bluff City, please, you're more than welcome to address the committee. I look right through you, please. You're more than welcome to say a few words to us. I apologize for not seeing you. I very seldom look past the rail there.
Gary, I heard your name.
Welcome. Happy to have you here with us.
Thank you. Good to be here. I'm a little surprised. I didn't know I was going to be recognized. Thank you all very much. Super excited about number 6 that went forward. very grateful. Millie Pratt, Swinging Bridge, hoping to get that fixed. Any questions?
Anyone have any questions for the mayor?
Joyce?
You never know what you'll get when you come here. You gotta be ready.
Jerry Malone.
Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to you too, Jerry. Anyone else seek recognition? Commissioner Cross.
I just want to let the commission know I'm proud of my school. Tennessee High was awarded last week the Ann Dallas Dudley Gold Award, which is 100% voter registration for the senior class for the second year in a row. So I'm real proud of them.
Very good. Anyone else? Commissioner Jones.
We did have 3 county schools, East, Westridge, and Mary Hughes, that received the Purple Award. And I will have to confess, I did not know what that was going to be until I got out there. It is given, and I think across the state there were only 51 schools, and we had 3 of them in Sullivan County. It's for their support of military and through the programs that they did in their schools. So it was a big honor.
Anyone else seek recognition? Anyone have a motion they wish to make? Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Akers. All those in favor? Aye. Didn't sound very enthusiastic. Y'all want to stay? Stand adjourned. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. Thank all the guests for being here as well. Thank you.
Okay.